Let's talk about July 2025 Visa Bulletin Board and also NVC update of this week. Hello, my name is John and welcome. Some of you guys who are planning to petition for your relative to come to the United States of America and become a permanent resident and you don't know exactly what to do, well, just like every month I go over the I-130 petition. So the first thing you need to do is to file the I-130 petition for your relative. So your relative can be your spouse, your relative can be your siblings, your relative can be your parent, your relative can be your kids, okay? So now the thing is, if you are a permanent resident, you want to file a petition for a relative, you can file a petition for a certain relative, meaning that you can file a petition for your spouse, you can file a petition for your children. So if you're a U.S. citizen, you can file a petition for your parent, you can file a petition for your spouse, your children, and also your siblings, your brothers and sisters. So when you file the I-130 petition, if your relative lives overseas, after the case is approved by USCIS, the case will move to NVC, National Visa Center. But sometimes people forget that they can file a petition for the relative who already live here in the United States of America. If that's the case, once the I-130 petition is approved by USCIS, it will stay at USCIS so your relative can adjust his or her status here in the United States of America. So most of the time we cover, I-130 petition for a relative who lives overseas. So once the case is approved, like I said, we'll move to NVC, and NVC National Visa Center will send you something called a welcome letter. In the welcome letter that you will receive from NVC, you will see a case number and invoice ID, which you're going to use to log into the system. So when you log into the system, what exactly you need to do? You need to pay two fees. One is immigrant visa fee. The second one is affidavit of support fee. If you don't pay those fees, NVC will not unlock the DS-260, which is immigrant visa application form. Once the fee are paid, you, the beneficiary, will fill out the DS-260 form, submit some document called civil document, and your petitioner also will submit some documents, okay? For example, the affidavit of support will be submitted by the petitioner, okay? And there are other documents as well, a financial document, all those stuff. So this week, NVC National Visa Center announced on their website that they are working on cases they received from USCIS on June 13, 2025. It means that some of you guys will receive your welcome letter very soon and log into NVC system. So like I was saying, once they review the payment, the document, they will let you know whether or not your case is document to qualify. Okay, so if it's document to qualify, it means that it's time for you to wait for your interview appointment letter once it's scheduled by NVC at the U.S. consulate. You will go for your interview. So this week, NVC National Visa Center announced that they are reviewing document they received from some of you guys on June 16, 2025. Again, just be patient until NVC schedule your interview and then notify you. Don't pay anybody to get your interview appointment letter quicker. It's not possible. If you are eligible to, expedite your I-130 petition case, do that, okay? Do that, and then the process is going to be a little faster for you. But if you are not eligible to do that, just keep waiting until you receive your interview appointment letter. If your I-130 petition case is still at NVC, you've been waiting for your interview appointment letter for months or even years now, you are tired, you don't know what to do, you want to expedite your case but don't know exactly how to do it, we have a new ebook that can help you with that. How to expedite your I-130 petition case at NVC. The link is in the description below. The third update is regarding inquiries. Some of you guys will send inquiries to NVC asking different questions where they are responding to the one they received from you guys on June 24, 2025, according to the information they have available on their website this week. So make sure you check your inbox, you check the spam folder so you don't miss any email coming from NVC. Now let's uncover July 2025 on Visa Bulletin Board. So this is a family sponsor preference category. So there are F1, F2A, F2B, F3, and F4 categories. And those are the different categories under family sponsor preferences. Okay, so over here you see all chargeability area except those listed, meaning that these are applicants who are not from these 4 countries, which are China mainland born, India, Mexico, and the Philippines. So when you come to the Visa Bulletin board, how you know exactly whether your priority date is current or not. So first of all, priority date is the day your petition was filed, for some of you guys who don't know. So you will compare that priority date with the date in the chart, which is the cutoff date. Let's say you're from the Philippines, okay? You're from the Philippines and you are in F1 category. So if you're in F1 category, so you have to pay attention to this date right here, okay? Which is April 22nd, 2015. So let's say your priority date is on January 1st, 2015. So it comes before the April 22nd, 2015. It means that it's current. You should receive a notification from either USCIS or NVC, depending on the location of the visa applicant. Okay, so another thing, the date for filing is for some of you guys who are waiting to start your immigrant visa process in case you live overseas, or who are waiting to start the adjustment of status process in case you live here in the United States of America. Okay, so if you are from Mexico, it's going to be this right here, June 1st, 2006. If you're from India, of course, if you're in F1 category, it's going to be September 1st, 2017. If you're in China mainland born, same date. If you're not from none of those countries, it's going to be the same date as well. For F2A category, if you're not from none of those countries, it's going to be March 1st, 2025. If you're from China mainland born, it's going to be March 1st. You know, if you're from India, Mexico, and Philippines, they're all the same. Okay, so check your priority date against, with those on dates in the chart. F2B, just the same thing. You check the dates. Okay, right here. For example, for the Philippines, October 1st, 2013. For India, is on January 1st, 2017. If you're in the F3 category, check the date. Let's say from India, it's gonna be July 22nd, 2012. If you are in F4 category and you're from China mainland born, it's gonna be September 8, 2008. So that's how you check the chart. Okay. So now after this one, we're gonna cover final action date, which is for some of you guys who are waiting for your interview appointment letter or who are waiting for a decision to get a green card in case you already live here in the United States of America. So this is the final action date chart. It looks similar to the date for filing chart, but the dates are different, okay? But the visa categories are the same, F1, F2A, F2B, F3, and F4. Well, like I said, the dates are different. These are the cutoff dates. So let's say you're from India, you're in F2, let's say F2B category, and your priority date is December 1st, 2016. You check the date here in the cutoff date, which is October 15, 2016. But since your priority date is December 1st, 2016, it's not current yet because the date in the chart comes before the priority date. Okay. So another example here, if let's say you're in F4 category, and this one is the cutoff date is January 1st, 2008, but your priority date is on November 1st, 2007. It means that it's current. You should receive a notification from NVC or USCIS because the that one, the priority date comes before the date in the chart. Okay, so that's how you read that. F1, same thing. Just read look at the date. The Philippines is this one here, Mexico this, India this, China mainland born this. If you're not from none of these 4 countries, you check this right here, which is all chargeability areas, except those listed. That's where you go. For example, you're from let's say you're from Brazil or you're from I don't know, England. You're gonna check this right here. Like the UK, you're gonna check this area right here. This is for you. Okay. Or you from South Africa, you're gonna check this area right here. You don't pay attention none of these 4 countries. If you're F2A category, most of the time they're all the same date, as you can see here, September 1st, 2022. And then F2B, you check right here. You know, from India, it's on October 15, 2016. From the Philippines, it's on April 15, 2012. F3 category, if you're from China mainland born, it's going to be August 1st, 2011. If you're from Mexico, it's going to be February 1st, 2001. And then if you're an F4 category, if you're not from none of those countries, it's going to be January 1st, 2008. If you're from China mainland born, same date. India, July 8, 2006. Mexico, March 15, 2001. And then the Philippines, January 1st, 2006. That's how you read the charts. Thanks for watching.